Another day off. Another day of work. Oh, nothing really going on right now. I'm gonna play for a couple hours a day. Let's do my dailies. Bosses today. Maybe we'll get a prototype up and get another claymore. I'm hoping I can finish in a while. Let's do my dailies. I'll probably be on for like 2 hours max today. Probably towards the end of the week I'll do Spiral. Just did it yesterday. I want to do it again today. I'll do it like Friday or something.
We're way behind schedule. Lord of Ice and Frost, incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Nothing. Nada.
Access denied. Stumbling. Nice and spicy. Incoming. Boba, get them. Access denied. Stumbling. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Next on the agenda. Way behind schedule. Nice and spicy. Born of icy. Stumbling. Incoming. Boba, get them. Let the show begin. Oh. Nice and spicy. No touching. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Stumbling.
We got another sphere. Awesome. And a dream saw. Not bad. So I'll take a sphere.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
I'll protect us.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a Got you.
Nice
All
and
you do
spicy.
is run.
Born of ice and frost. Speed of light.
The price of a single slip. Something else catch your eye?
Let's dance. Huh, huh. At the front, man. We're way behind schedule. No touching. Incoming. Ha. Nice and spicy. Access denied. Don't blink. Let the show begin. Yeah. Blaze up there. Cut to the chase. Hey! Next on the agenda. I'm the frying pan. Speed of light. Let's dance. Nice and spicy. Born of ice and frost.
Die here.
Don't blink. Born of ice and frost. When sword comes down.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Right, the key. Just notice that. Right, the key.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
I'm used to this much. Power take.
Solidified! We trust.
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up.
Listen!
As a good night should.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
This is order.
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Hardcore.
Listen! We trust. We trust. The enraged earth will not absolve you! Stabilize! You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not. Experience an eon of suffering. Dust! Solidified! There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
I will have order.
Solidified! We trust. Listen.
Town clear. Okay.
Covered in insects. Shit, sad. Should go to the mountains permanence. Experience an eon of suffering.
What's up, Jason? How you doing? What's going on with you? You can get. Only got one. Ooh. How you doing? Sorry, I was focusing on the fight. My apologies.
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment. It is as the stars foretold.
Nothing, only crying? Why are you crying? Why are you sad? What made you sad? Bad news? What? Masanori? What is that? Masanori, what is that?
The Adventurers Guild.
This is something maybe I haven't done it yet. Oh, the mouse. Oh, you're talking about the samurai puppet doll, whatever the thing is. Is that what you're talking about? It doesn't, honestly doesn't seem like it's that hard. Shitty. God, these Sakura things for that? That sucks. Sucky. Oh, what level are you? What world rank are you? If you don't mind me asking. Trying to figure out what I want to make. Looking for some amber steaks. Oh, 33? That's your world rank or your level? What's your actual level of your characters though? If you don't mind me asking. Craft. Craft these? It's no. So Samurai. Oh, you started playing a week ago? Oh, okay, well, you just started, dude. You gotta work your way up, Jason.
Sit down and join me for some tea.
You gotta work up to your rank, dude. It's gonna take some time. It's not gonna happen overnight.
If you ever... Would you care to sit down? If you ever have any questions...
What animal is that? It looks like a penguin. Looks like a penguin, I'm guessing. Some sort of bird. It's a bird, I think. I don't know exactly what kind of bird. Forge.
Would you care to sit down and...
What? Don't you have to invite me, or I have to invite you, Jason? For the samurai? I think you have to invite me, no?
If you ever...
Okay, I can help you real quick. Shouldn't take me long to kill. I kill it pretty quick. Well, quick as in relative quick. I'm also a lot higher level than you. These two, that one. Hmm. More. Uh, that's, nothing. Oh shit. Garbage. TV Jason. Okay. You have to think you join me or I join. I forget how this works. You got to let me over there,
The
right?
place before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Well, let me switch. It's not my main team. You got a healer? Alright, let me know when you're ready. Oh, you're talking about this dude. I thought you meant the samurai, the boss. Hey, look, there's two of them.
Submit for judgment.
Speed of light. To the chase.
Yeah, he's easy. This level is really easy for me. It's like probably half my level. I'm level 8. I'm level 80, dude. You're fighting, what, you're like level 40? I mean, not gonna be challenged for me. I'm gonna kill him so fast. No problem, dude. Is that all you needed? Okay. No worries. Oh. Alright, dude. You're welcome. Like I said, I knew it wasn't gonna be hard. No problem. It's fine. Like I said, when you told me your AR rank, I was like, it was gonna be easy. I promise it was gonna be real easy. I promise. Alright, man. Take care, Jason. Have a good one. If you ever need help like that, that's fine. I don't mind helping. Doesn't take very long. Yeah, you need to work on your characters, man. You gotta just keep leveling up and keep looking for chests and keep, gotta just skill up. Keep working on your character. It's gonna take you some time. It takes some time. It's gonna take you a while to get strong. You're not gonna get it done fast. To get where I'm at, it's gonna take you months. But you can get there. Just gotta keep working on it. Don't give up. Well, yeah, I mean, you just started, so you probably don't have a lot of character combinations, so obviously you don't have the resources like I do. I have like 24 characters, so I got lots to choose from. You'll get there eventually. I wouldn't be surprised you played only for a week. What do you have, like 6 characters? 7? If that. It's all good, man. Enjoy. I got 11? Okay, that's not bad. Not terrible. More than that's more than normal, in my opinion.
Shadows of fate. Stand clear. Motion to compel. Ha! Ha! Yeah. Swarm march. Oh, protect us. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, decided by destiny.
Close your mouth.
Yeah.
I like that. That was funny. Close your mouth. Oop. Close it.
So,
Did they put a Dexter download on this yet?
a little bit.
Dance.
Just a little bit?
They put a new area finally. It took them like
Oh.
a year to bring it out.
Why not? It took one. What is it, add to the story or?
A little bit. It's gonna be in chunks. It's gonna take a while.
Oh.
Ba-ba-boom. Ha!
I know you told me my voicemail, why it's not on the list. Is it something, or do I go somewhere else or what? Because I can see I put it, it's on my call. I called it before because it's on the other history, but I don't know why it's not there now. I don't know the number. You look at the call history, it's there, but I couldn't find the number. I didn't know what number to call, that's all.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two
Do
conflict.
you know the number?
Balancing the two is a
I copied
discipline
it.
in its own right.
Oh. For the other phone, you went to another area to call the.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Sorry about that. I was just helping my dad. No, that's cool, man. Like I said, you'll get there, dude. Don't worry about it. You'll get there. It just takes time. Like I've been playing this for a year, dude. I literally been playing this since day one, back in September. So I've been playing for 11 months straight. So I've had plenty of time to build my character up. I'm still not done.
Stand clear. Absorption test. Stay clear.
Like I said, dude, don't feel bad. It's just one. It's like an MMORPG. You have to build your character up to that point. It's a process. It's just not one of those games you're going to be godly in a matter of hours. It's going to take you months to get good at get that strong. And there's a limit where you're only going to go so far if you don't spend money. You want to be like ridiculously OP, you need to spend money, but I don't recommend doing that. I'm talking like when you're doing like 1,000,000 damage, that kind of thing. That requires like tons of money. It's not worth it. Especially when the game is not that hard.
Animal hypostatic simulation.
Ow. That was hard.
Absorption test. Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you. Motion to compel. Lucky scribe. Stay clear. Incinerate.
You play. Well, I mean, it's still going to take you a while. Even if you play that much, you're not going to get all that. There's just too much to do, dude. You're not going to get through all that shit. No matter how good you are. Because there's a lot of stuff that. There's a lot of stuff that's going to stop progression because there's currency in the game that you cannot recover faster than it can recover. So, like, resin, you're going to notice is going to hold you back a lot. Because there's only so many ways to replenish resin, and otherwise you have to wait. You literally have to wait like a whole day to get resin back. So, you just do what you can with what the constraints that you have.
Absorption test. Enhanced animal module 75. Boom! Stay clear. Shadows of fate. Motion to compel. Absorption test. Delve into destiny.
Yep. Like I said, you'll be okay. Don't worry, my friend. Get another pink, please. That's not a pink. So what else is new with you, Samurai? How you doing? Been okay? Guessing you saw the trailer
Welcome to the adventurers.
for what's her name? Akiha. It just came out today. Ah, I see. Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, not much else though. God damn it. What the hell did it do? Click. Oh, this girl. Picture of the woman. How much characters do I want? How many characters do I want? I mean, I want all the characters if I can get them all. I mean, over time, of course. But they keep introducing more characters, so it's like I'm never gonna get them all. There's too many, and they're gonna introduce 2 more next week, and then after that, they're gonna probably introduce 2 more the following patch. So you're never gonna catch up.
This is long overdue. Speed of light. With sword from shadow. Nice and spicy. Incoming. Cut to the chase. No touching. Speed of light. Access denied. Get them! I'll protect us.
But yeah, I'll get them all eventually. It's a work in progress, but that's how you play these type of games. You're never these games never end, and I don't see myself quitting this game anytime soon. It'll always be my go-to game. The only time you'll see me play less of it is when I don't have anything to do in the game. Then you'll see me play less. Once you run out of content, there's no reason to play. But that's almost every game. Every game gets that way.
Blaze over. Come on. Rex, Lapis. I am sorry. Let's dance. Yeah, honey. Board of ice and frost. Incoming. You're toast. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. For Rex Lapis. Board of ice. With a sword from shadow. Access denied.
Oh, they're always gonna. You think it's since it's a soft? What are you talking about? A soft reboot? What are you talking about? Are we talking about this game? Or are we talking about Strive? Assuming you're talking about Strive. Or are you talking about Melty Blood? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Couldn't tell you on that one. Not sure, my friend. I mean, we'll probably get a lot of potential characters. I mean, the thing is, it all depends on the story. I mean, they don't have to follow the story, probably. But if they want to keep things in line with the visual novel for the reboot, it would make sense to add characters from the novel. I know. Yeah, I know this is an alternate world for Melty Blood. It's a completely different world.
Let's get down to business.
Board of ice and frost. Speed of light. All hail. Cut to the chase. Let the show begin. Nowhere to hide. Blaze over. Come on. Okay. Get them.
No, they're gonna make more story. They said the next the final DLC character, they're gonna add the other story. There's gonna be a second story with the rest of the, I think with the rest of the characters or some of the additional characters. So the story's not finished. So you don't have to worry about that. We're getting more, slowly but surely. But again, I don't really care too much if it's not if they're not going to fix the game. I'm starting to notice less people are watching Guilty Gear lately. Like I've been looking at like the attendance and everything. Like it's like half as many people watching Guilty Gear now. And from what people are saying, you know, this is just from random people. I don't know if this speaks for everybody, but say a lot of people are getting fed up with the game because they're just like, oh, it's getting boring. I was like, yeah, the ceiling on the game is really low. That's why do you think people are getting bored fast? I knew that was going to happen.
All hail. Speed of light. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Hi. Incoming. Yeah. With sword comes shadow. No touching. Don't blink. Yeah. For Rex Lapis. Cut to the chase. Protect us. Access denied. Incoming. Nice slice. Sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Yeah. Loba, get them. Cut to the chase.
Well, like I said, I hope the majority starts seeing that and they start to go, hey, this game's kind of whack. And I'm like, yeah. Been telling you guys that for a while. If you listen. Like I said, people are starting to realize that your creativity is really limited. So people are going to get bored of it quick. You're not going to have like the longevity like why would he I thought his favorite game was Strive. Why would he want to play Grand Blue Versus? Thought his favorite game was Strive. That to me doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's kind of. Sometimes I wonder if those guys are really enjoying the game. It's I feel like telling them like, "Hey, do you guys really like Strive, or you're just playing it because everybody else is playing it?" You know, sometimes like the only person out of all the famous people that doesn't like Strive is Obama. He's the only one. Everybody else speaks so highly of Strive, and then I see Obama's like he's the black sheep.
Speed of light. With a sword comes shadow. Access denied. Speed of light.
That's all. It's the only person that seems to, like I said, go against everybody else is just Obama. He's the only person. I feel like I said, Obama's kind of like alone in that battle. It's like Obama is like the only one that seems to talk shit about the game. I don't know. I just think they're being tolerable about the game. It's like, and they don't see it. Like they don't. Like I said, they got to look at the long term. Like the short term, it's fine for like a little bit, but it's gonna get boring quick. I mean, I don't think they realize that the game is going to get boring quick. The only reason why people I think are tolerating it is because one, the netcode, and two, because there's nothing else out. That's the only reason why it's thriving. If it wasn't for those two things, that game, in my opinion, would be dead already. People would have jumped back to other games. They would have jumped back to Street Fighter. I promise you. That to me is honest truth. Let's sit with that. More, gotta spend that. He cut his hair. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Fucking Dragon install with Kai seems really lackluster. You know, they're like, oh yeah, it's good utility. I'm like, I don't see anybody fucking do that move. Like nobody uses it. It's such a useless mechanic, in my opinion. It doesn't. Since the gameplay, since the matches are so goddamn fast, mechanics like that aren't needed. I think it's a waste of a super. It doesn't do shit. It's not like a long-term game where the matches last quite long and you want to, and there's reason for gimmicks, you know, for a battle plan. But since the matches go so quick, there's really no point for it. It doesn't really serve much purpose. So why have it? Like a lot of the gimmicky characters, there's just like the gimmicks don't work in the game. Why do you think Foss is so shit? Because gimmick characters don't benefit much from the system. That's like Foss is arguably one of the worst characters in the game. You could see why. Yeah, Soul and Zerd was scary. He's scary in this one just because of he's plus on everything. That's why he just gets away with bloody murder. He just bullies you. That's all he does. He's literally just a bully. He just bullies you into the corner, and he just basically just dick rapes you, man. That's all he does. What's up, Face? Wizzy. How you doing? What's going on with you? Just spending resin, doing dailies. GG1 Soul? What are you talking about? What about GG1 Soul? What about him? What, him coming back in Guilty Gear Strive? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, Zerd Soul is way more fun. So. Soul in this game is pretty boring compared to Zerd. Like seriously, you just put the two characters side by side, and you can just see the difference. Not even context. It's not even a, like I said, it's not even a fair comparison. Just because of how much more flexibility Zerd characters have in the game compared to the Strive counterparts. I'm sorry, but like when I watch you play the game, I really feel like a lot of people just look at the game, you know, like the truthful people. Like, I really want to go up to like Kizzy K and all them, and it's like, are you honestly having fun with this shit? Like, for real, man. Like, for real. Are you having fun with this shit, or are you just kidding yourselves? Like, are you just doing it because, you know, you're just kind of like fanboying out, and you're not criticizing it, and not realizing the game has a problem?
Nice and spicy. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. I will go quietly. Booba, get them! Oh, hell. Speed of light. Nice and spicy. Blaze over. With a sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Booba, get them! Born of ice and frost. Cut to the chase.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder sometimes. I like want to ask these guys, and like I understand they're tournament players, and I just look at them. I'm just like, are you really having fun, dude? Like, are you fucking for real? Or are you just lying? You know what I mean? That's like the question I really want to ask them. It's just like I feel like these people are gonna notice it too late. They realize this game isn't not that fun. I'd rather play Zerd.
On this scale is no impediment.
And that's, I think those people are gonna run back to Zerd, especially if there's locals, because they're gonna realize Zerd's a lot more flexible and more fun. So it makes me just wonder. That's all. Like wonder what's going through these people's heads when they see all this shit and they're just like, are you really having fun, dude, or are you just bullshit? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I'm just wondering if it's just one big facade. They're not really enjoying the game. They're just putting up with it because they have to. They're not really enjoying it. I don't know. The enjoyment just seems fake. That's all. That's just my opinion. I'd say maybe the week thing changed it. It didn't. It didn't change it. Yeah, the 6 frame delay on PS5 is retarded. That's you do realize that's the same delay as Street Fighter 5. Do you know that? The delay on Street Fighter 5 is the same as Guilty Gear Strive on PS5. That's really sad. It's like, noticing, geez, follow the shitty game. Like, even though I think Street Fighter 5 is a better game than Guilty Gear Strive, which is sad. I know people will look at you like, how could you say such a thing? I'm like, it's true. Street Fighter 5 is a better game than Strive. It's kind of sad when you stoop to that level. Like, you're comparing yourself to shit. And it's like, oh yeah, shit's better than you. Do you like to be compared to shit?
Nice and spicy. Access denied. Don't get lucky that. Forward exploded. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
No, Street Fighter 5 is garbage. It got better with the newer iterations, I'll give it that. But it's still a garbage ass game. People can, it's trash. Yeah, it's whatever. You know, it's a game where it's just the formula's getting stagnant. There's not too much. You know, they want to keep things Street Fighter, so they don't change it too much. Because then they'll risk scaring off their player base. Because they play it because they love Street Fighter. They don't want to. A lot of the Street Fighter players don't want to see change. They want to keep things the same because that's the way they like it. Which is fine. I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like. Yeah, well, Street Fighter was never about air combos. It never was about air combos. Street Fighter is not an air combo game. Street Fighter is not a air dasher. That's air dasher department. If you want air combos for Capcom, you play Marvel. That's the air combo route. You don't play it. You don't play it with Street Fighter because Street Fighter doesn't. Street Fighter don't play that. Street Fighter people like things on the ground. A lot of Street Fighter players like grounded combat. That's why, you know, games like KI are very grounded. Most fighting games in general are grounded. A lot of people don't like aerial movement. The only time you see aerial movement is with, you know, air dashers or
Next on the agenda.
yeah, just air dashers basically, just air dashers. Marvel air, you know, air dashers like DBZ, Guilty Gear, and those games have always been like separate from each other. You have your ground-based fighters, your traditional fighters, which a lot of Street Fighter people like because they're traditional. And then you got the people that like the crazy stuff, and then you got the people that like Marvel's like the ultimate crazy. Marvel's like the overboard crazy, like too much crazy. Like it's the level of crazy I'm not particularly fond of. It goes a little too bananas for me. It's a little too much for me. It's like the extreme end, you know? It's not a I'm not a particularly
Next on the agenda.
I'm just not into those games anymore. Marvel's fun to a degree, but I think Marvel, once you get high level play, it gets cancerous because it just everything's touch of death. I'm not particularly fond of just 100% touch of death combos all day. That's what I feel Guilty Gear Strive's going to be coming down to, because Soul, you know, he can literally touch of death you with no meter if you know how to play him. He can do it, you know, a punish into a touch of death off the corner. I've seen people are just figuring out so many ways to touch of death with him now. And I'm just like, yep, this is what the game's going to become. It's just going to become a touch of death fest. Not Guilty Gear is not about, you know, touch of death. It's never been about touch of death.
Next on
The game's never been central focus point on touch of death shit. That's just not. It's not Guilty Gear style. I mean, very situational touch of deaths. Very, very situational. But it's never just always touch of death like it is in Strive. Yeah, it's dumb. The damage is dumb. I really hate it.
timeline schedule.
The damage, I'm sorry, the damage is like a huge turn off for me. Like, it turns me off so hard. When I see it, it's like, man, big damage doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. There's no hype about it. Like, you see people do, like, full life combos, it's like, it's not hype. And it's like, what, 6 hits? 8 hits? Like, ooh, 8 hits. So that's an expert combo? 8 hits is expert? The hell is that shit? That's Street Fighter crap. And it doesn't look hype at all in Strive. It really doesn't. Everything looks so like everything's so exaggerated that nothing looks special. Everything you do in the game just looks so mediocre. It's like, oh, you did that thing? Well, everybody can do that thing. It's nothing impressive. It really doesn't. It's not interesting to watch at all. So it's not interesting. At least Melty, when you see Melty like do a crazy combo, it looks crazy, man. Like that shit looks sick. Because you can tell the level of skill it takes to play. And that's what makes it exciting is getting to that level of skill. You know, earning that level of skill, challenging yourself, learning. That's what makes it fun. But the problem is a lot of people don't like that because it's like, oh well, now it's not fun because now they're just gonna steamroll me. And I could see that side of the coin too, because you get the people that don't play at that level and they feel alienated. They feel like, oh well, I don't matter, and you know now I can't play with anybody because you know people are play. That's the problem I see with the opposite extreme end, where the veterans kind of like dominate the game, and then it's just the veterans playing. That's all it's playing. It's just the veterans. You got the few people that play the game, and that's all that plays the game, and that's not fun either. You know, that's when you see games go the end of their life cycle, you start seeing that shit a lot, and it gets annoying. Yeah, it just feels like everything is just it's too much reward. Everything gives too much reward. You can literally everybody feels like a god in that game. And that's what makes it unspecial because no one they've made the floor, the ceiling, everybody's on the same level. So nothing feels really like I'm sorry, but the pro players don't really stand out that much. They really don't. The pro players really don't. You look at a high level match, it's not very exciting to watch. Like even the the hard characters like Melee and Zato, they're not fun to watch. Compared to watching, Zerd Melee and Zato, that shit gets intense. Like scary. Like shit's gonna hit the fan when you see those two go at it. But when you see it in Strive, it's like, damn, it's fucking boring. Like, I watch people play it for like 5 minutes, and I'm just like, I'm already getting bored.
Next on the agenda.
Like, this looks boring. I said, the only people that like it are the people that don't play fighting games or the people that don't play Guilty Gear. The only reason that people that play Guilty Gear play it is because it's the only game out. And I feel they play it because, they're trying to have that false hope. Oh, things are going to change. It's going to get better. Like, just you wait. Daisuke is going to make the best game ever made. I'm like, I feel like it's almost like a false, false hope. You have a false belief. Like, dream on. Like, this is your reality. Admit it. This is what the game has become. It's not your game anymore. I think they're going to realize that too late. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, this game kind of sucks. I'm like, yeah. I said this fucking a week into the release. I was already questioning it by day 2. I said, this game sucks, man. This game's boring. Yeah, when I'm watching Zerd, you see high level play, it's exhilarating to watch. You see so much going on. and it's really really exciting, especially when you understand it. You like, oh sweet, oh shit, that's where it comes from. It's from the chest. Aha! We found another weapon. I found the secret prize. You must see the secret prize. Yeah, Zerd's actually interesting to watch, you know, compared to Strive. Strive is boring to watch.
Next on
Strive is only fun to watch if you don't know how to play fighting games, or if you're coming from a non-Guilty Gear game. It's fun to watch because you have no idea what to expect, so it looks interesting. But then when you've played other Guilty Gear games and you go to this, you're just like, wow, this game is such a step back. So, but I think a lot of people are just, you know, kidding themselves, thinking Guilty Gear Strive is amazing, and they're just kind of lying to themselves. It's not really what they feel. They're just doing it because they feel they're either obligated to do it, or they feel because, oh, well, everybody else is playing it, and I want to have faith in it, so I'm going to be hype about it. And it's not really hype. Oh, that's what it is. Normal damage, charge attack. Equipping energy. Oh shit. That's a nice bow. Oh shit. That is a pretty nice bow. I actually want one of those. That's a very nice. So I'm missing the great sword, and I'm missing the claymore. Someone in Gina's chat just said, whose answer? Whose answer? Oh, you mean the character. Who is answer? I'd be like, yeah, you're not a Guilty Gear fan. That'd be like someone that says, who's biking? You look at them like, well, I'm a Guilty Gear fan. Who's biking? The fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you get them fake people, man. Get them fake, those fake players, man. Who's Testament? Who's Cliff? Who's Jam? It's like, they're just like, oh shit. Oh boy. Yeah. Sad. Real sad. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of Guilty Gear.
Next on the agenda.
Oh, I know all about Guilty's gears. I knew all about his gears, every single one of them. And you ask him questions like that. Who the fuck is that? I'm like, oh boy, sad, sad, so sad. Don't do any research on the game, nothing at all. Oh, I like the part of play Guilty Gear where I win. Oh, learning the game? I don't want to do that. That's stupid. I just want to win. Where's the part where I win? That's the best part of the game. See no secret. Lies. Yeah, who is this Guilty's gear? I'm just like, Jesus. I just cry in the corner. I'm just like, God, you fucking kidding me. What is wrong with these people?
Next on the agenda.
Yeah, like, honestly, at this point, I'd rather play Rev 3. Even though it's going to be, not exactly new, but at least it'll be interesting. I mean, sure, I do want I want a new game. I do want good gameplay, but at this point, I'm like, I'd rather take Exert. I'd rather go back to Exert. Give me rollback Exert Rev 3. I'd rather play that shit. Because that game will probably have more lasting appeal than what the other game would provide.
We're way behind schedule.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna make another Rev. I don't think that's gonna happen because why would he divide his game up, his player base up? That wouldn't be very smart. Making two separate games competing with yourself. I mean, the people that like Strive aren't gonna like Rev because they're gonna realize Rev is gonna be too intimidating. They're like, oh, this is too much. Like, I can't stand this shit. It's too much. Like, well, that's why it's not for you. You play your game, and that's fine. But I just feel like they go and infect my game and shit all over it.
On the agenda.
Like, dude, stay out of my game. You got your game, let me play my game. What just happened?
Next on the agenda.
Oh yeah, like I said, I don't mind them coming up with new formulas, to make the gameplay more interesting. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against creativity. Believe me, I'm not. It's nice to come up with something fresh, make a new idea, you build on it. It's like, hey, this game's even better than X. You want to outdo yourself. Like where you're like, hey, I made an awesome game. Well, we made something even better. It's like, if it's like Exert on crack, or like we took all the things of Exert and made them even better. That's what I want. But we also introduced new things. Like Exert added a lot of new elements that were never in XX before. And I like those elements. They made the game really interesting. Gave me a reason to discover things. That's that's why I like Zerd so much because it didn't feel like a de-evolution. Like a lot of people, it's funny when Rev first came out, Guilty Gear Xrd first came out in 2014. I remember when I went down to Anime Expo for the world premiere, for the United States, and I was so excited. So I was like, oh my god, my game's coming back. After so many years, I was so excited. I haven't felt that kind of joy in a long time. So, and when it came back, but I played it and I was like, damn, this still feels like Guilty Gear. I like the yellow Roman cancel system. Oh, no bricks. Yeah, Strive is like the unbalance is so bad. Like, don't get me wrong, there were some characters in Exert that were bullshit. Like Johnny is bullshit. Johnny is bullshit tier. But he did take a lot of effort to be good with. It's not like Soul, it's like anybody can play Soul. It's not a secret. It's like, oh man, do you know how to use Soul? I'm like, yeah, everybody knows how to use Soul. What's your point? It's nothing interesting. It's gotta be another thing here. But yeah, I agree with Exerd. Every character was pretty good. There was only a couple characters where they kind of lacked. I mean, but the tiers weren't as busted as they are in Strive. Soul's like Ruby. That's the best way to describe Soul. He's Ruby. Like Ruby is in cross tag battle. Same shit. Just overpowered Unga. Like super overpowered Unga. And she's so off the charts in the tier list that she's literally in her own class. She's like S plus 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 tier. She's so fucking brain dead, man. She's so safe. And that's why everybody uses her in tournaments. Everybody has a pocket Ruby. Because she's that good. Can't punish the bitch. I could not stand fucking Ruby, man. Ruby used to piss me the fuck off, dude. Ruby was just like, fuck this bitch, man. Fuck this character, dude. Like, God, you want to talk about just cancer-inducing character. Oh, yeah. Like fighting a good plus R Viking player in 2021, people would scream because they'd be like, "Oh my god, this character's so bullshit." I was like, "No, it's just because you don't understand the game and you don't want to learn. That's not the player's fault. You don't want to learn." And I think that's selfish of these people to make the game dumbed down. So, and it ruins the person that worked hard at it. It ruins their fun. It's like, hey, they took the time to learn, and then you do that to them, and they're like, well, fuck you. So I can understand why they're upset. I know I'd be upset. But let the game be the game. Stop trying to fuck with something that that's it's there for a reason. Let the game flourish the way it wants to flourish. Stop trying to make it something it isn't.
Devil.
Yeah, biking. I mean, I don't mind biking in Exurge. She's pretty cool. She has some interesting stuff. Her parry, I think, is really fucking hard to use. Like, they made the parry really hard to use in Exurge. It's way more risk because it doesn't stop the opponent's attack dead in their tracks. So people can react to your stuff. So, which makes it not very good compared to XX biking. Parry is much stronger. Yeah, at this point, like I said, I'm just hoping that they implement rollback on older fighting games because I just don't see the newer stuff coming out with shit. I just don't see it happening. We're not gonna get cool fighters anymore. Gonna get the garbage. More garbage. Well, yeah, well that's a netcode problem. That's not like that's just bad netcode. You can't really fix that unless you improve the infrastructure, which we know they're not going to do.
You! The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
The fuck? Yeah, can't go over here. We can't go over this way. No. For a wanted woman. Yeah, but like I said, at this point, I just want them to re-release the good games with good netcode and maybe just add a couple characters. I'd be okay. I would be happy with just that. But that's even asking a lot. That's so big. Yeah, where are you taking me? Oh, there's a thing there. So oh, it's down there. Yeah, Ariel's would have been cool. Well, we're probably not going to get her as a playable character. I doubt it. We don't even know how long Strive the seasons are going to last. It might only last one. I mean, one season. I don't know, maybe 2 seasons. I really don't think the game is going to last longer than 2 seasons. If they just keep doubling down on it and just keep it the same and don't change anything, the game's going to die in 2 seasons. I promise you. It'll get maybe 2 Evos. That's it. And the next Evo after that, the people will be like, I'm done with this game. They're like, yep. Game is officially dead. You're already dead. That I can attest to. Game will be no more. That I can assure you. So, well, it really depends how they handle season 1. If they just double down on everything and don't change anything, and they're just, no, this is the final product, it's not going to change, game's going to die real quick. Yeah, he's right. I'm sure he's absolutely right. With fighting games, there's nothing. There's nothing. Obama's absolutely right. Yeah. Dude, Obama's thirsty. Obama's thirsty, man. He's like me. He's thirsty. He wants a real game. That's why I understand how Obama feels, because he thinks like I do. He really understands. Like he really wants it. He wants something really tasty, and it's like he's not getting it with today's anime fighters. Today's anime fighters are just, they're shit. I'm sorry, but they're shit. Shit's trash, man. New Arc System Works is trash. That's coming from me, whose Arc System Works I looked up to for so long. And even I have to look at him and go, you're trash, man. You're fucking trash. You're garbage, dude. What do you want me to say? You're garbage. But, the fact that he's going back to older stuff, also shows you that there's a lack of new ideas that are awesome. The fact that you're having to run back to the past because there's nothing to look to in the future. So I understand it. I understand his plight. It'd be nice just to look forward to something you're like super excited about. and you actually want to invest your energy into, but there's nothing. Oh, you mean the Blaze Blue fucking visual novel game or the gotcha game, whatever that fucking game that's coming out, the Dark War bullshit that nobody cares about? Nobody cares about that shit. And I saw that, I said, oh boy, it's like just what we need, a fucking mobile game that nobody asked for. Yeah, trust me, when I saw that they were bringing out a mobile game, I was just like, fuck this shit, man. Yeah, seriously, when I saw the next Blaze Blue game and I saw it was a mobile game, I was just like, next, next. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give a fuck.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
What's up, Lars? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? Playing Genshin Impact. Been on a dry, kind of a dry spell. Nothing fighting game wise since I gave up on Strive. I'm just waiting for the DLC, and so far not looking too good. So unless it's a character I really care about, but even then I'm probably gonna play and go, this character fucking sucks. That's all I'm gonna be like. I know I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna figure it out real quick. And probably master it in like a couple hours, and then be like, and I'm done. And we're done. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. Aren't you running in the beginning? Oh, definition. What fight are you talking about? Yeah, I did the Raiden fight. Raiden fight was pretty cool. I want to see a full blown fight of that because it didn't. It ended on a cliffhanger. I was like, oh man, I want to see the full version of that fight. That fight was pretty intense. What's up, Lide? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I mean, I'm going to trust me. I promise. I will be streaming Melty Blood, uh, the new one when it comes out September 30th. I promise. It's in the bag. I'm already gonna pre-order it. Trust me. The minute the Steam pre-order goes up, I'm getting it. It's no questions asked. So don't worry. I will be playing it. I will be diving into it hard, and hopefully, it's a game I can really sink my teeth in. Because it looks pretty awesome. So don't worry, my friend. 2 months away, man. We're only 2 months away. We're 59 days away from the release. We're not that far. It'll go by quick. I did it on first try. But it's a fight that times out. I mean, it's not like you can win. If she does that bullshit attack that it's gonna kill you. So it's not a fight you can actually complete. Yeah, how you doing, Lide? I know you mostly been quiet on the sideline. You don't really talk too much. The only time I see you talking is when it's like you see a game you really want to see me play. And you talk. But if it's like this game, I know you don't say shit. Like, he's playing Genshin. I'm like, why don't you play something else? Like, I would, if I could. I gotta put my energy somewhere. I mean, imagine if I didn't have Genshin. I wouldn't be streaming probably at all during the week. You'd probably only see me on the weekends if I didn't have Genshin Impact. So I need to invest my energy into something. Yeah, I know. I know. I know you got bored, Lide. I know. I know when this game first came out, man, everybody was addicted to it. Like, all my friends were talking about it. Like, everyone in the chat, oh my god, you're playing Genshin. Like, everybody was so happy. And then after the first two areas started getting really stale, people started getting bored of it. I know that's the problem with this game, is you get bored of it because you run out of things to do because you just keep doing the same two areas all the time. It gets boring. So I understand probably that's why you got tired of it. You're like, oh my god, more leeway and fucking Mondstadt all the time. It gets boring after a while. That's why the content needs to come more often so there's more diversity. There's not enough diversity.
Sorry. Well, your freedom. Which one should
So, but I understand. No worries. You're past that point where you're just like, I'm done with the game. Nothing that comes out probably interests you, which is fine. I understand. There's a lot of people that have quit this game cold turkey because it's just not fun anymore to them. And I understand that the feeling disappeared. Me, it's still fun because I have things to look forward to. I wish they would come quicker, not so slow. Because we're not going to get another. We're probably not going to get another area probably for another fucking 9 months. Boy, 9 months of filler. That doesn't sound very fun. Goody, I get to wait 9 months for filler. That sounds so bad. I mean, they bring out some interesting events and stuff, but and cool characters, but that only goes so far when you're just doing the same thing all the time. There needs to be something fresh. You get new enemies, new fights, new type of gameplay. You got to keep things fresh. You have to. Your game's gonna get boring otherwise. Like really boring, really fast. Like if this game was actually content complete, like if this game was completely done and came out, oh man, this game would have been amazing. This game would have been epic. Like imagine if this came out as a full complete game. This game would have probably one of the top games of the year, hands down. There would have been so much shit to do, like oh my god, like anything, it probably would have scared people because they're like, oh my god, there's just too much to do in this game. It's funny when you complain about too much shit to do. Like, that's a bad thing? Why is that a bad thing? That's a good thing. I'd rather have too much to do than too little to do. How is this a bad thing? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you found something else to play, Lita. Hopefully you fall in love with something else. I know there's other games out there, but it's just like I want something really intense. I want something super intense. There hasn't been a game that intense lately. Where you're just like, fuck. Like, it's literally becomes crack. That's what I want. I want crack, dude. Give me the good shit. Give me the shit that's gonna make me just, drop my jaw and just be like, I can't put the controller down. That's the feeling I want. That's how you know you got me hook, line, and sinker. Like, oh yes, my friends. This is the good shit.
Thunder and lightning can be quite frightening, but don't worry. Leva's storm and fire defenses are second to none.
Yeah, my friend played Dungeon Fighter online for I think 6, 7 years. He finally quit. He finally gave up the game. He's like, I'm done with this game. He played it so hardcore. That game was like how Final Fantasy 11 was to me. Yeah, he got tired of it. Out of there. Yeah, he got tired of it though. I mean, the Steam eventually runs out. I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's just going to be a point where you just get tired of playing it, no matter how good it is. It only lasts for so long. You want it to last a long time. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it doesn't last forever. Yeah, about 6 to 7 years for one game is a long time. My record for one video game is 15 years. That's one game, 15 years straight. It'll never happen again. That's crazy for me to play a game for that long and still be vested in it. But eventually the time came where I was just done with it. I was like, I'm not enjoying this anymore. It's just, there's nothing to aim for. I've done everything I can possibly do. The gameplay is showing its age. Just, you gotta hang it up after a while. The time has come. You're like, hey, gotta close the book. It's over. It's done. Game over, man. Game over, man. Game over. Final Fantasy 11. I have like 32,000 hours on that game. I counted it. I calculated it based on the in-game timer, and I was like, yeah, 32,000 play hours, which is fucking nuts. I was a hardcore machine in that game. You want to talk about an addiction? That game was an addiction like no other. That game will suck your soul. I couldn't stop playing because the gameplay was so satisfying because it felt so rewarding to be good at the game, getting things done, and just all the accomplishments and stuff. It just really felt special. It felt like the game really rewarded me it respected me to, I had to respect the game because the game basically just said, look, you're either going to learn this game or this game's going to fuck you up. But yeah, trust me. I know the pain of Final Fantasy 11. That game was torture on so many levels. No, no, no. Must have got that already. Did I play Final Fantasy 14? Very short while. I played 14 for about 8 months straight, and then I got bored of it. I got bored of it pretty fast. 14 just looks good. I mean, it's just visually, I like the pacing, like how fast everything moves. The music's amazing, I'll give it that. But the gameplay just it's too much like World of Warcraft, and I don't like World of Warcraft. I think World of Warcraft's a very boring game, in my opinion. I thought 11's combat system was a lot more interesting. Granted, it's super slow. I'm not particularly fond of the speed. But I like the mechanics that 11 had. It just had a lot more robust gameplay. But yeah, after I played for about 8-9 months, I was like, I'm done with this game. It didn't satisfy my craving at all. It didn't feel hard at all. It was more frustrating more than anything, just because of doing pickup groups all the time in that game, which I hated. The community aspect of the game is so whack. It's like oh, this game is so fucking boring. Oh, that's all. You playing JoJo Eyes of Heaven? You enjoying that? I don't think I'll ever play another MMO ever again. I really don't. I think I'm honestly done with MMOs. I don't think MMORPGs could ever rekindle my love. I think it's just a moment of time that's passed for me. I don't see any enjoyment in it anymore. It's more the experience, it's having that experience, something you can really cherish. That experience, it was great while it lasted, but then after a while you're like, I need a new experience. You need new experiences. That's why I can't play the same game forever. Eventually it gets old. You get tired of it. That's just the reality of it. As a human being, you're gonna get tired of things. No matter how invested you get in something, it's just there's eventually a point where you're just like, I had enough. That's just the truth. It's the truth, man. It is the truth, my friend. What? Please don't what? Please don't. Like, don't destroy what? You don't want me to destroy your hopes and dreams? Yeah, I think I'm just MMO'd out. Like I said, I just don't see myself ever going back to MMORPGs. I really don't. I don't think there's anything that could possibly happen. The only MMORPG I would probably give a chance, if it ever happened, if they made a Final Fantasy XI remake and actually they changed the gameplay to make it more up to date, but at the same time, they made the gameplay really rich. I could see myself giving that a shot. I'd be like, oh, maybe it's good. But I don't think I'd get into it like I did 11, even if it was a remake. I'd be curious about it, that's for sure. Just to see the changes. Like, how would a Final Fantasy 11 game in 2021 function with, you know, up to date graphics, up to date gameplay. You know, get rid of all the bad shit and implement the good stuff. Because believe me, 11 has a lot of problems. Some of the systems in 11 are just awful. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play another MMO though. As far as like my next big game, I don't know what's my next big game ever gonna be. I really don't know at this point. What game am I gonna get like totally sucked up into? What is gonna be that game? It's a mystery right now. It's definitely not looking very. It's looking pretty bleak, especially with how the video game industry right now is getting really like pretty bad. Too much corporate bullshit. A lot of stuff is very mediocre, very disappointing, incomplete, and then you just kind of forget about it. It just, oh, it's new, it's flavor of the day. All right, next game. That's basically what it feels like. Oh, you want that new game? Oh man, it's that new hype game everybody's talking about for like a week, and everybody's done with it. Like games don't have the lasting appeal like they used to. They used to last. They used to be a lot more. They used to thrive a lot more. Not anymore though. Games just don't stick like they used to. But I also think it's like the fact that we're oversaturated with games, and the fact that you don't really see a lot of boundaries being broken for games anymore. You don't see people trying to take things to the next level. You just see more of the same, copy what everybody else does, or make something really half-assed. Yeah, I wish I had something to look forward to that was going to be amazing, but doesn't look like that's going to be anytime soon. So, I'll be honest, the last couple of years for video games, past 2019, have been really lackluster for me. I've been pretty, pretty like just meh. Like, nothing interesting. Meh. Just meh. A lot of meh. Not exciting. And I'll be honest, I don't want to just keep playing old games all the time. I like looking forward to new things that break, like I said, that really take things to the to the next level. Nice shrine. What's up, Boston? How you doing? I'm actually about to leave right now. Sorry, I'm just finishing up something real quick. I'm about to log off. It's already 5 o'clock. I'm just trying to find something real quick, but I don't know where it is. I was gonna jump off at 4:30, but it's already 5. I can't find what I'm looking for. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere, but I don't know where. And Melty Blood and Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's cool. Yeah, me, it's just Melty Blood, and that's it. For new games this year, that's about it. Alright. That's gonna be it for me tonight. And just keep pulling wishes. That's it for me tonight. Oh, wait, shit. I got one thing. I forgot to do my resin crap. Hold on 1 second. Forgot to condense my resin. I don't want to lose 80 resin. Whoopsie. Good thing I caught that. I hate wasting resin. The most valuable currency in this game. There we go. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go to sleep. There we go. Tomorrow, I'll do more searching. I'm gonna try to find the rest of those keys and then figure out how to open up that last dungeon. I don't know how to open that last one. I'm still trying to figure it out. And then probably do, let me just do that. I'm probably not gonna play long tomorrow either. Just a couple hours. Yeah, there's really nothing else out right now. There's a new game that came out recently called Cotton Reboot. I've never heard of this game. Looks like a pretty cute. It's a cute 'em up. Yeah, it's like a cute 'em up, shoot 'em up game. I'm thinking about picking it up on PlayStation 4. Seems pretty cute, but it's short though. It's a little expensive. It's $40, but they say it's really good. I have to check it out. It looked interesting. The music seems pretty good too. I have to check it out. Maybe I'll look for it when I look on sale for it or something. I don't really. It's not a game I really need ASAP. So. Oh, I know. Oh, I lead it. I've been telling people this, dude. Strive is getting boring. People are getting bored of Strive because look at the viewership. Look at how many viewers the game has dropped. It's dropped a lot of viewers. People are getting bored of the game. You know, remember when there was like 30,000 viewers like the first week and it was just nonstop 30,000? Now it's down to 1,000. The game is dying. And it just got a new DLC character last week. And it's already dropping that many people. And Evo is this weekend. It's not looking too good for Strive. So I'm predicting the game is going to die very quick. And the reason why is because of the gameplay. The netcode was the only thing I thought that hyped everybody up. And once they realize that that's all it's got going for it, people are going to get bored of it. Yeah, noticing a lot of people are saying that, like, man, people are getting tired of Guilty Gear. I go, yeah. Like, dude. Game is dying, dude. Game is losing people. And to be honest, like, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best that the game, you know, they see that the player base just drops horribly. And then they just go, oh shit. You know, people left our game. Like, oh, dude, maybe if you didn't piss off all your royal fan base, you wouldn't have killed your game. Yeah, I think Strive is not looking too hot for the future. Like I said, I'm noticing a large drop in player base. Street Fighter V has a larger viewer base right now than Guilty Gear. Has twice as many viewers. Tekken 7 has about 500 people more. It's right below Street Fighter. There's more people watching Tekken and Street Fighter V than Guilty Gear. Oh yeah. Which means not many people are going to stay long because all the true fans have already left the building. The fan like me, who's diehard Guilty Gear fan, I left that boat. Yeah, because Tekken players do feel a need to keep playing and they enjoy the game. The game's very fun. I enjoyed it for a long time. I got tired of it after a while. But, I still appreciate Tekken for what it is. And the gameplay, I don't think, took a shit. The gameplay kept getting better with each iteration. That's good. That's cool with me. Tekken is awesome. But Street Fighter Strive, yeah, that game could suck a dick. I could care less if it dies because it is for the best of the series dies. So it's like, oh, we're not going to make any more Guilty Gear games. Like, good. If this is the future of Guilty Gear, I don't want any part of it. I could care less. Because, you know, it's like, hashtag not my Guilty Gear. Could care less about it. We'll see. When they notice the drop off in player base, they're gonna, and then they start seeing a lot of their fans just leaving, and they realize not many people are playing it. They're gonna realize like, oh fuck, we fucked up. Like, yeah, your initial numbers were great. Your starting numbers, sure, you made 500,000 sales, cool. That's all you're gonna make. Your future's doomed. Short term, fine. Long term's ruined. Whereas Guilty Gear Xrd, short term wasn't that great, but the long term was amazing. So I'd rather have it that way than the other way around. You know, fuck the short term. It's about the long term. And that's all that companies care about is short term. They don't care about long term. They care about today. They don't care about tomorrow. So, whatever. That's what they want. That's what they'll get. I'll be looking for other shit to do. So, alright guys, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get up in about at 1 o'clock. I gotta make some important phone calls tomorrow. And then I gotta important phone calls. I gotta make like 2 important phone calls. Get my AC hopefully shit fixed. It's gonna take me at least an hour of phone calls. So then tomorrow gonna be a short stream, probably for like 2 hours. I'm not gonna stream very long tomorrow. It's gonna be like that for the rest of the week. Just gonna be short streams. And then Friday, I might play more Ease 9. Saturday, it'll probably be more Ease 9. I'm gonna try to finish it. And I want to work on Ender Lilies, and hopefully get back to Resident Evil. Finish that too, because I still want to watch the ending. So, anyways, Lide, Samurai, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock, same time. So, you guys take care. Have a good night. Peace out.